Two Title II Part A program requirements have been selected for Part 2 of the 2020-2021 random validation process. Requirement 1 is related to meaningful consultation. Requirement 2 is related to ongoing consultation. Each LEA selected to participate in the Title II Part A validation for Part 2 of the random validation process will be asked to submit documentation demonstrating compliance with each of these requirements. The documentation matrix for Title IIA lists all the types of documentation that LEAs should have on file for these requirements. However, in the interest of streamlining the validation process, only the documentation types listed on the guidance document are being requested as part of this validation. Title II Part A statute requires that LEAs engage in meaningful consultation with the following stakeholders: teachers, principals, other school leaders, paraprofessionals, specialized instructional support personnel, charter school leaders and LEAs that have charter schools, parents, community partners, and other organizations or partners with relevant and demonstrated expertise in programs and activities designed to meet the purpose of Title II Part A. Meaningful consultation refers to a genuine opportunity to participate and provide input into the planning and decisions concerning the program. The documentation required in this validation consists of relevant pages of the District Improvement Plan. Acceptable documentation would be the title page of the District Improvement Plan and only those pages of the plan that relate to the consultation process. These might be narrative sections where the LEA has described planning and consultation processes or specific activities that are indicated in the plan. Please do not submit the entire District Improvement Plan. The second piece of documentation that's required for meaningful consultation is documentation of stakeholder meetings. Acceptable documentation for this requirement includes traditional sign-in sheets that include the date, stakeholder name, role, and signatures for the required stakeholders. However, given the increased use of virtual meeting environments during the 2019-2020 and 2020-2021 school years, participant rosters that include the meeting title, meeting date, and stakeholder names and roles would be acceptable substitutes for the more traditional sign-in sheets. This eliminates the need of a participant signature. Required stakeholders are defined by Title II statute as teachers, principals, other school leaders, paraprofessionals, specialized instructional support personnel, charter school leaders if the LEA has charter schools, parents, community partners, and others with relevant and demonstrated expertise. One further note is that parents who fulfill the parent role on the committee may not be LEA employees. The second requirement that is included in the Title II Part A program validation is ongoing consultation, that LEAs must use data and ongoing consultation to continually update and improve Title II Part A activities. The first item of documentation that's required to demonstrate ongoing consultation are relevant pages of the District Improvement Plan. Acceptable documentation would include the title page of the improvement plan and only those pages of the plan that relate to the consultation. This might be narrative sections where the LEA has described the ongoing nature of its planning and consultation processes or specific activities that are indicated in the plan. Please do not submit the entire plan. If the pages from the district improvement plan are the same as those that are submitted for the meaningful consultation, the LEA may simply mark the district improvement plan pages as related to both of these requirements. The second piece of documentation that's required for ongoing consultation is documentation of stakeholder meetings. The documentation that's requested for this is a calendar of scheduled stakeholder meetings for the 2020-2021 program. This documentation should demonstrate that consultation occurred throughout the school year. For example, a minimum would be consultation for the beginning of the school year, which may have occurred as early as the spring of 2020, one meeting or survey to ascertain program status or progress mid-year, and one meeting at the end of the school year to evaluate the effectiveness of the Title II Part A activities and plan for the next year's program. Given the timing of this validation, it's quite possible that the LEA has not actually conducted the mid-year or end-of-year meetings. It would be acceptable to include just as a calendar of the scheduled stakeholder meetings for this program. Questions related to the Title II Part A random validation process for Part 2 can be directed to ESA support@tea.texas.gov.